Glad to have you back. If you just tuned in, this is the African Broadcasting Network News live from Warri, Nigeria. And moving on to other stories, and on the international scene, the impoverished southern parts of Egypt is particularly struggling with a new wave of water crisis which might last for days, as the water cuts has led to street protests in the North African country. The water crisis is by no means limited to the south, as people in different parts of the northern provinces have been cutting off roads and highways to express their outrage as the status quo and to draw attention to their predicament. Dozens of people from 8 villages of the northeastern province of Dakalia staged a demonstration on Saturday in front of the City Hall building in the provincial capital, Mansoura, to protest against the severe lack of drinking water for 15 days. They said they had suffered an acute shortage of drinking water during the summer for the previous 8 years, adding that all promises given by authorities so far to resolve the problem had remained unfulfilled, as water tankers do not come regularly. Egypt has been suffering from acute water scarcity in recent years. Critics put the blame mainly on uneven water distribution, the misuse of water resources and inefficient irrigation techniques. The water crisis in Egypt is also deteriorating as a result of a move by Ethiopia, which is one of the 11 countries that use water from the River Nile, to construct a large dam on its section of the river. According to United Nations estimate, Egypt could become officially water scarce as early as the year 2025. The accusations over who started Sunday's fighting between Ethiopia and Eritrea at the disputed border are still on as the clashes continued into Monday morning. Ethiopia's Information Minister Getachew Reda describes the clashes in the Shorona area as an Eritrean initiative, though Eritrea has not mentioned any casualty figure. Meanwhile, the Eritrean government earlier stated that Ethiopia had unleashed the attack. Residents on the Ethiopian side of the border reported hearing gunfire and seeing a large movement of troops and artillery towards the frontier on Sunday. A peace deal in the year 2000 ended the country's 2-year war border, but it has not been fully implemented. But in recent months, both sides have upped the rhetoric, with the latest verbal salvo coming from Eritrea's President Isaias Afwerki during celebrations to mark 25 years of the country's independence. And in the United States, vigils have been held in Orlando, Florida, and even outside the country in Europe and in the UK, and also Germany, over the victims of Sunday's deadly gun attack on a gay nightclub. The attack on Orlando's Pulse nightclub left 49 people dead and dozens wounded. President Barack Obama is due to travel to Orlando on Thursday to pay his respects to the victims. U.S. authorities say gunman Omar Martin pledged allegiance to so-called Islamic State IS shortly before the attack. Several Pulse customers have said Martin was a regular visitor to the nightclub, as other witnesses said they recognized him from their dating apps. Thousands of people gathered in central Orlando on Monday night, holding candles and flowers in tribute to the victims. The vigil was held outside the area's main performing arts venue, the Dr. Phillips Center, which has become the site of a makeshift memorial. FBI Director James Comey said there were strong indications of radicalization and of potential inspiration by foreign terrorist organizations. We now join Stanley Ofe for sports news.